All right, peace, y'all. Well, I am just excited because I am a big fan of Rick Beato. Rick, if you're not familiar with Rick, he has a great, he's here on TikTok and all of the socials, but mainly he's a YouTube guy. And he has some, he's an Atlanta guy. He lives in Atlanta right now, so we're proud of that. Call him a Georgia fella. And he has some outstanding interviews and some great ones recently. George Benson just came out, and I think Stuart Copeland. But he teased me yesterday with a little video I saw on Instagram, I think it was, of his upcoming interview with Michael McDonald. And Michael's sitting at his at Fender Rhodes, I believe. Yesterday on another social that I have, the Book of Faces, a memory popped up. It didn't pop up over on the talk, but it was of me working on Minute by Minute, which is a great song by the Doobie Brothers, and I remember that song. And Michael, came in to the Doobie Brothers, really influential. Kind of changed their sound a little bit when Tom Johnston was having little issues there health-wise, and really transformed the band. But they won a lot of Grammys, from that album, and it was a great song. And he talks about, and I have used this intro to amaze your friends. And it's like, wow, it sounds so difficult, but it's really not. So here's Michael first talking about how easy it is.
Minute by minute. A lot of people say, well, that's such a complicated piano intro. It's not really, if you know where one is. It's just triplets.
He makes everything look easy. But yeah, and it is, really. It's not. If you have a minimal keyboard understanding and knowledge and technique. And it's really, you're just using some basic voicings that are commonplace, and it's just how you're doing it with the walk-ups. And another key component is I'm using it's kind of a Rhodes sound, Fender Rhodes, and Michael was playing Rhodes. This is called the Funky Suitcase on the Norg. And I put a little tremolo on there. Anyway, but that's it. So here's my little tutorial on how to do this yourself. All right, guys. So here is the Nicky Two Shoes kind of secret to Minute by Minute, the great Minute by Minute song by Michael McDonald, and he does say, there's a little trick to this, and it really is. But and he, in the video that I just watched, that's forthcoming from the Rick Beato, as his interview with Michael, he's talking about the triplet pattern, and I think he's referring to. I mean, this is a series of just basic voicings, and I'll put up the chords here, and really starts on a D minor, and I'll play the D. It's really the bass line is very integral to this, and it's kind of a walking bass line because you're going up from octaves. Yeah. And it's a 10 count, and Michael doesn't really mention that, but that's the way I think of it, because you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're back on the 1, or where you're starting on the D minor again. But it's kind of walking up. You go and start from the, a D to the E to an F sharp. It's going up chromatically here to the G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and then back to the D minor. And you see I went up an octave, right? And there are times when I'll go back down when I'm going up using the follow through, because this is repeated. Those 10, that step of 10 is repeated 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he does it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are the kind of the chord changes on top of that bass line. It's a D minor over C over an E, and then it's just an F. It's just that inversion, third inversion, maybe. I'm terrible about my inversions. And then what I'm playing here is kind of a F sharp in the bass, and that's a it's an F sharp diminished 7 is what it really is. But you could think of it as almost like a D7 without the D. in your right hand, because it's giving that C at the top is where you want. And then you're moving just to a C chord. So you're just moving your hand from, you got the F sharp, A, and a C, and you're moving your hand to that inversion of C, which is a C on the top and an E on the bass and a G, with a G as your bass line, and then a G sharp diminished, which is really an E chord, over, and I'm just playing an E, F sharp, B, and then over a G sharp in the bass line, then an A minor, just an inversion of the A minor, just a regular A minor chord, though it's A, C, natural, and an E, and then a G over a B, G chord, which is I'm doing an inversion, which is a D, G, B, and then an A minor chord, which I'm playing as then just another inversion over a C, and then a C sharp diminished, where that's the last chord we're hitting before we go back to the D. And then we're hitting right back on that D minor on the we're going back up again. And that is where I will switch, and I will keep that bass line. At first, that first time through, I normally start, and this is not exactly probably the way of the recording, but or the way Michael does it, but when I've been playing it, I kind of go up from the bass line and keep going, and then you can go back down. Instead of going all the way back down to the D, when I'm walking to the F sharp, and then I bring it down for that G walk up. G, G sharp, A, B, C, C sharp, and that just kind of repeats one more time after that. So where it all ends up is this. Times before, but don't you worry, I know where I stand. I don't need this love, I don't need your hand. I know I could turn, blink and you'd be gone. I must be prepared, and it's time to carry on.